Welcome back to the Oi Rio Pro. We're up at Itaúna in Saquarema for round 4, heat number 4, up against, it's John Florence, Wade Carmichael and Yago Dora going to go do battle for the last 2 places left in the men's quarterfinal. And during the break, we did see a little wave from Wade Carmichael. Let's have a look at this one, Pete.
Well, again, first wave of the heat, he found himself in position for this one, and it was a nice size set wave. It got a vertical face here for 2 nice sections, which he unloaded on. Wasn't able to get to the final closeout maneuver, but it's still going to be an okay number. You know, comparatively to what we've seen in that last heat, you know, there was a bunch of 5s. And this is going to be right around that same range. So he's got a good start here with an okay number, 13th and a 9th. You know, the 25th hurts a little bit, but those were good results to start the season.
On the outside now, your 2-times world champion, John Florence. Nice swooping opening pocket turn to start off with. A nice big turn under the lip there. Gets vertical on that 3rd turn and just goes down a bit of a nosedive there, Pete. Just looking like he was looking, I don't want to say lazy, but really slow and relaxed going into those 2 turns.
That's suddenly you just go and see the excitement. I mean, I loved his second maneuver there, and I actually liked the placement of the 3rd. You know, he was coming off of that fade to the bottom turn.
Here goes Carmichael, wave number 2. Smaller inside section, but he's going to work on that backhand, winding up a series of maneuvers. Big, strong finish from the powerhouse from the central coast of New South Wales. The rookie on tour, Wade Carmichael, qualifying late at Sunset Beach last year.
He pulls that off. All of a sudden, he rides that wave to the inside and finishes. It's an 8. You know, here is Wade Carmichael trying to back up the 5.83 to get kind of some early momentum. You know, this wave had great potential, even though it was smaller, so that's why he made that choice.
Rolling through now, this is Yago Dora. He's going to be on his front side, on his left hand. This big fin release over that section. Just can't hold on. And someone like Yago coming up against John Florence, what's his strategy or approach going to be? Is he going to just be throwing everything at it, or is he going to just try to beat him wave for wave?
It looks like we're seeing a little bit more activity here on in this heat.
Lots of waves coming through. A 1-point drive for that first attempt from Dora. Nice big carve back into the pocket. Now he's winding up, getting a lot of speed across his open face. Goes for the big air reverse. Little grab in and lands it nice and smooth.
Those are 2 good golden opportunities. You just don't know how many opportunities you're going to get. On the contrast here, Yago Dora gets that section. He's not going to hold back. Gets the front side grab, reverts around and pulls it off clean. Anytime you land those moves and you land them as smooth as that, that's going to be part of the score. It's part of the criteria when you go in innovation progression. You got to pull the moves off. You don't want to see him stumble. You don't want to see him butt check. You don't want to see him lay back. You know, all of those things. You stomp that move with control, it's going to reflect in your score. So I feel like it's going to be a pretty good number there for Yago.
The inside section, and behind him now, John Florence. Carving back into that cutback. Beautiful smooth start. Now the wall stands up for John. Gets up and over that section. More ahead of him. Square bottom turn to top turn combination. Fin drift to release.
Goes down.
Just goes down again. 2 in a row for Florence. And Yago Dora able to capitalize on his wave.
And that's what's really kind of been a part of you know, some of those early round losses that we saw in this season. You know, again here, this is a situation where, you know, he had just had a really good wave. He pulls that thing off. He's got himself probably a 7. And then here he's on his way to a big number again. You know, sizable set wave, tags it twice, but then falls. And it's just the way you deliver it, right? And I think Ross is the perfect one to do it.
Very nice. And here we go. This is Wade Carmichael on his backhand. Love these deep, drawn-out bottom turns that he brings to the game. This wave face kind of flattened out for him as well, so only a series of cutbacks for him so far on this one. Now he gets vertical on the inside section and might try to get up and over this white water for it.
Again, only needing a 2.93. Will Wade improve here? We will see with in moments, but I feel like it'll probably be a very similar score to what he's already carrying, maybe a little better than the 4.27. But ultimately, I feel like Yago getting the better of the exchange. There's a beautiful turn there, though. Again, so this wave kind of reformed and actually gave him a nice little juicy section at the end. So, yeah, it'll improve on the 4.27. But I feel like Yago getting the better of the exchange. John getting left out of that exchange.
Meanwhile, on the outside, this is Yago Dora locking in his 3rd wave of the heat. Little mistake there on that turn, but nice free fall disconnect from that closeout re-entry.
Well, there you go, right? So ending up in 3rd priority there, a 2-wave set. Both Wade Carmichael and Yago Dora going to increase their score lines. And now with 20 minutes to go, John is really going to have to fight and get 2 solid scores in 20 minutes. How many times is he going to get an opportunity here? Let's take a look at Yago on a nice size set wave. First turn, lays everything at it. Good variety with the layback snap. You know, that section kind of let him down, but he stayed with it, and then this wave steepens up. Beautiful carve, little stumble, but keeps it together and makes sure that he completes that ride. Again, kind of rolled the windows up on the finish, but either way, I feel like this is still going to be a great number to add to that 7.17, and he'll keep that #1 position. Wade Carmichael, he'll go to the #1 position.
Wave now rolling into the lineup. This is your heat leader, Yago Dora, looking to extend over Wade Carmichael and John Florence. Nice opening, smooth carve back into the power source. Comes up from behind that white shoulder. Meanwhile, on the outside, this is John Florence. Square bottom turn, set up move here as this wave flattens out across the bank. It's standing up now, so he comes square off the bottom, back into that power source. Digging a little bit of rail now, looking for a strong finish to the inside. He's winding up. Look at this glassy wall ahead of him. Big snap under the hook there from Florence. 16 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Is that what we want to see from John?
There were some stumbles. You know, again, that first turn, there was a little bit of dig of the rail. It put him off rhythm. That second maneuver, it was a tough section to really go through. Again, just a little bit of a, you know, not a high-scoring maneuver. Again, perfect placement, though. I mean, he's on a set wave, and so this was the comeback wave. You know, that section wasn't a steep section, so he kind of just sets it up. Going to this one here, and again, ribs in the face, so he had to stuff his board through it. Keeps it together, but this is the best maneuver here. But we're thinking he's got to go to the air to go a bigger number. That's a nice turn, but it's not an exorbitant turn. You know, it's going to be kind of similar to where Wade's at in the score line. Beautiful glassy wall, and that is a nice turn. Look at that section there, carves through it, beautiful stuff, gets upside down. So it is a high-scoring maneuver, but it's really, if you think about it, the whole wave, that was the only moment that really had any impact.
Now, this is what happened when we were at the break.
And again, Yago picking up another nice set wave here. Let's see what he can do. First snap is beautiful. Again, that long, lanky style, big, long bottom turns, nice, healthy mix of variety of maneuvers. And what can he do on the inside section? Oh, mistimed, misplaced that maneuver there, going for the reverse, getting the frontside grab, but you see where he hit it. That wave kind of popped out from the middle section of it and didn't give him the ramp needed. Of course, this wave is moving. It's water. He is still here watching and learning.
Here we go, Yago Dora. This is your heat leader. Goes to the air. Doesn't quite get that rotation in, pegs the tail in on that landing, so he's just staying busy under priority. That he's been held down by Wade Carmichael. He's been a bit quieter in this heat, only 3 waves ridden for him. Similar situation to John Florence. Florence is sitting in second place, looking for a 7.07. We'll go back to live pictures now. Hold that thought as Yago Dora is winding up down the line. You know what he's going to do. He's looking for the section, looking for a takeoff point. Unfortunately, he can't find it on that wave. John Florence in third place, Pete, looking for a 7.07. Dora, Carmichael looking like they are going to book themselves a place in the quarterfinals. There's not going to be another wave ridden in the seats, and I have to say it's a massive upset and another devastating loss here for John Florence.
Yep. Well, I feel like there's going to be a couple seats on that next plane out of here, as there's a big win for Yago Dora, and Leo looking pretty happy about that. And then Wade Carmichael, blue collar, getting through and doing everything he could. You know, and he was not on the best waves, but he didn't make any mistakes.